Well, hello. Hello, my friends. We are here. It is Tuesday again. Wow, it's been a little crazy time for all of us. It has been emotionally upending. It has been very busy. It has been a struggle to keep going with all the tasks. I don't know. Is it just me, or is it you too? I bet you I'm not alone in this. Hope you like my Rugrats shirt. The nostalgia keeps me going sometimes. I wanted to check in first of all and make sure you're all doing okay, because I know a lot of you, like me, are sensitive, and we are feeling a lot of things right now, and we're feeling, because things are changing really fast, and because things are getting pulled out like weeds from under us, things can feel very, very scary, especially for us perfectionists, which we're so used to how things are, and it's hard to feel things changing so quickly. But even if you're not experiencing many changes, it can, like, just the month of March can feel a lot as well. There's a lot happening right now. Like, there's school breaks coming up, which equals more pressure for parents. There are performances and recitals happening. There are there's a lot of just big transformational moments happening in the world right now. So I just want to tell you that you're not alone. I'm here for you and with you if you need a friend, especially one who is sensitive like you. I feel ya. I was just listening to a song by Koruk. If you don't know, Corook, go listen to them. It's called I'm Sensitive, I believe, and it's off their brand new album, and it just hit so hard. It's really, really true for a lot of us right now, and sometimes that can make it hard to sing when we are feeling bombarded by life. It can make it really hard to sing, because our voice equals expression, and when we're feeling unsafe, it is harder and harder for our nervous system to feel okay to express ourselves, instead of just run the other way. Poor connection. Hello. I don't know what's happening. There we go. Okay, so it can be hard for our nervous system to just settle enough to sing. It can be really jarring for it to show up for you in the way you need it in order to sing on the voice that that you have in other calmer times. Ruby Rose Fox always says our nervous system is our primary instrument. It's our canvas for everything. It's our foundation. So if our canvas is shaky, how can we expect our voice to settle onto a shaky canvas? So why are we expecting our voice to be as connected or as settled and grounded as it is when we are calm? Sorry, Instagram people, I don't know what's happening. I think my internet is not as strong today, so it keeps cutting out. I apologize. If it keeps cutting out too much, I'll post the other one hopefully on here. So yeah, this is I know it's so weird. It's like, I don't know why it's not connecting. So that is something I want you to keep in mind, is that your nervous system is dealing with a lot right now. It's dealing with a lot of big possible changes to your life. Even if your life is fairly stable, like, who knows what you could be feeling, with with prices going up, your nervous system could be feeling a little bit of danger. With, new leadership, your nervous system could be feeling a little bit of worry and wonder about how things are going to go in this next season. I know mine are. So we want to give ourselves a lot of grace, because your nervous system's first and foremost priority is your physical safety, right? And if there's any inkling of doubt that your brain is giving it, even if it's completely unfounded in reality, it can really mess with your nervous system's mechanisms, right? So I don't know, Instagram people, are you following me, or does it keep cutting out? Let me know if you can even understand what I'm saying, if it's cutting out too many times. So that's just what I want to say. Give yourself so much grace around your singing and your creativity, especially at this time. We can't all be, activists through our songs. Some of us just need to survive, and that is totally great and fine. So yeah, I just want to say that before I say anything else. So we are living in a very different time, and singing may feel very different than it did 6 months ago. And I just want to give you permission to take care of yourself in the most basic ways first. And I talk about this sometimes, but sometimes when we go to sing and we get frustrated with a belty note or a high note or something, we get frustrated at ourselves very easily, and we immediately let our gremlin take over, and your gremlin's like, you suck, you can't do that, what's wrong with you, you did it yesterday. Let me know if you've had that experience. I certainly have. And so in order to get through that, it has to do a lot with you reminding yourself that things are maybe messing with my nervous system, my canvas right now. And that's why things feel so different in my body physically, and also more tight, and a little more shaky and a little less reliable, so that you might find that happening, and that is totally normal. But when you get to that point of frustration, we have a choice, and that's what I want to remind yourself and me. I'm always reminding myself too. When you're going for this big belty note and it's just not coming out the way you want to, you have a choice. The first reaction is usually not your choice. It's your nervous system. It's like tight, squeeze, hold back. We don't want to have that note come out. But you get to make that choice yourself on the second choice, right? So you don't get to choose the first reaction, but you get to choose the second reaction. And you get to say, okay, I can see that I am a little heightened right now. I'm a little tight. How can I help my body feel a little safer in this situation? And it may not even be technique related, right? So if you are trying the technique stuff, if you're trying to open your throat, if you're trying to re-engage, get power from your abs, if you're trying to lift up in here, lift up in your soft palate, open up in the front, anchor in the back, if you've tried all those tools, this is just for one example of belting big high notes. If you tried all those tools and it's still not working, I would suggest going through the checklist of your actual physical survival needs, right? Did I sleep enough last night? Have I eaten anything today? Have I drank water today? I know it sounds really silly, but it can be really important to look at those things. Yeah, I think on Instagram, I'm just gonna cut this off and start and post it later. Apologies. I'll be back. Crazy. So yeah, I just want you to keep that in mind. Make sure you are taking care of your top needs first, because that can influence what your nervous system is doing. I realized lately that I don't eat early in the day. Usually I'm just drinking a lot of water and trying to rehydrate myself after sleeping. And if I wait too long, like if I wait an extra 3 or 4 hours, I get really frustrated. And that is not my fault. It's not just my anxiety. It is because I'm literally keeping my nervous system from feeling taken care of, you know? And so I just want you to keep that in mind, that it's not always you, it's not always your mental health. Sometimes it's your body just crying out for something that it's not being given. So many times, especially if you're a perfectionist like me, we force ourselves into creativity just like any other work task. We feel like we just got to do it, otherwise we're never going to do it. And so we have to go hard for like an hour and just sing and push, right? Let me know again, leave me an emoji if that's you. This doesn't have to be that way, and I know it's way easier said than done because I am still dealing with this stuff on my own. But treating your creativity as something that you get to do. It's a gift for yourself and not a treat for when you finish your work. That's also a form of withholding from yourself and overworking and overdoing. God knows I do that. But it can be a treat for when you're tired of working and you just need a 5-minute break and go sing, right? It can be a gift for yourself when you are just having a blah day. It can be a treat for yourself when you are going to go hang out with friends. Maybe you suggest karaoke instead of something else or movies or something, so that you prioritize your expression when you know you're going to be feeling safe and good and taken care of, instead of waiting until the end of your day when you're exhausted and you're not taken care of and you're forcing yourself into this creativity moment, Again, talking to myself as well as everybody. So just be especially aware right now. There's a lot of things grating on us and wearing on our psyches. There's a lot of worry and divisiveness and understandable fear. And I don't want to see you push that part of yourself away because you think you don't deserve it because you have to do other things. But also, don't force it unless you feel pretty balanced, because then it's going to become another chore, and that's not the relationship I want you to have with your voice. This is a very nuanced thing. Only you can decide when those conditions are in the right interval, whatever word I'm trying to say. I just wanted to say that because I need to hear it all the time too. Like, just you being joyful and singing and feeling your voice and singing songs that make you happy and belting stuff out in your car is care. It is self-care and turns into community care. It is care for bringing joy into a world that does not value joy. It is very important for us to do that. And you, as a singer, are one of the important people in the world to do that, because 95% of the world doesn't sing in front of other people. So if you are a person that has any inkling to do that, do what you got to do to bring more joy and music and light and expression and feeling and anger and sadness, and just share your feelings with us if you're feeling inclined and if that feels safe for you, and if you're open to it. I'm not going to say if you're ready, because we're never feeling ready. But God knows we need more of that in the world. And I have to keep being reminded of this as well. Like, you're not wasting time right now by making music. You are making yourself happy so you can show up in the world for other people, who then show up for other people. And it's a spider web. It's a ripple effect out in the world. Everybody who you encounter on a day when you had a good time singing is going to feel that from you. And more connection and more real authenticity and collaboration is, I think, what we need. So that's all I have to say. Be gentle with yourself. Take care of your bodily needs first. That's number one. If you don't listen to anything else I said today. Number one, don't try and sing if you haven't eaten in 7 hours. Don't try and sing if you are cranky from getting 2 hours of sleep, okay? Take care of your body first. Your nervous system is your canvas for your singing. But I'm not you, so you get to decide what's best for you in every moment. So keep that in mind. Yeah, and sing if you want to, because we need more of it. Share with us how you're feeling, because most of the loud voices in the world are loud and angry, and loud and straight up mean. So I want more joyful, connected, kind voices in the world, and that often needs to come from the quietest people. And that's why I do this work. That's why I do this supporting of people who want to bring their voices more out into the world, because we need you. We need your voice. Okay? Okay, I'm gonna go. Love you. Have a lovely evening. Vocal Magic doors are opening. It looks a little different this time around. If you're curious, I'm going to be posting soon. But it's a membership this time. And if you are not sure if you want to work with me this year, that's totally fine. But this is probably going to be the only way, as my private studio is very full and is not looking like it's going to die down anytime soon. I've got a little wait list, and I'm trying to rebalance. So Vocal Magic is the way. If you're not sure about it, if you don't know what I'm about, if you're new here, go watch the workshop that's called Every Note is Easy. It is free. It is about 90 minutes, and I think you'll like it. This is what I work on all the time. This is kind of the overarching themes behind my work. So if you like that, if you get something out of it, come join us in Vocal Magic. That's how you know. And it's a free workshop, so what can you lose, right? Just make some time this week to watch it, listen to it as a podcast, on your commute, while you're doing dishes, whichever. But it's up there for you when you're ready, and I will link it also in my stories probably. So love you, have a great day, and I'll see you soon.